Are you trying to figure out the best tips for Islands of Adventure? Well, no need to worry. Today, it is my pleasure to give you some of the best tips, hacks, and strategies that I have come to learn along the way. So let's just jump right in. Tip number 1 is to buy your tickets online in advance and from a trustworthy site. And I use this all the time because the worst thing to do is to get up to the gates of Islands of Adventure and have to wait in line for tickets as you see everybody rush past you to get on Hagrid's or Velocicoaster, and you're like, oh man, that could have been me, but I didn't get my tickets online. Now, I recommend trusted sources such as the Undercover Tourist or the Park Prodigy. They are both people who are going to take care of you. They're going to make sure that everything is fine with your tickets. And if you want more of a hands-on approach, then I definitely recommend the Park Prodigy. They will get back to you quickly with your answer that you may have about your tickets. Tip number 2 is to bring multiple masks. Now, I know that the mask policy at Universal has changed. For those who are fully immunized, you do not need to wear masks at all. And if you're not fully immunized, you only have to wear a mask indoors at Universal. For those people who just want to have masks just in case, because you're like, hey, I'm good, but I'm still kind of a little hesitant, then I recommend bringing you multiple masks just in case some get wet or get sweaty or just you just want to refresh it, then bring multiple masks. Tip number 3 is to know the Islands of Adventure ticket breakdown. There are a lot of options for you to choose your tickets. There is the 3-park 2-day ticket where you can go to 3 parks in 2 days. So if you want to have a day where you are park hopping from Islands of Adventure to Universal Studios, and then you have another day where you are just doing Volcano Bay, that is an option. There's also the 2-park 2-day ticket, which will allow you to go to 2 parks, 2 days. You can go back and forth however many times you like for both Islands of Adventure or Universal Studios on the same day. And then if you just want a one-off ticket to one park, you have that option. But be sure to check out Universal's website to get the full ticket breakdown to see what you think will work best for you. Tip number 4 is to get that virtual line pass. The virtual line queue at Universal works by first downloading the app. Then once you download the app, you choose the ride that you would like to return to. You select the time that is available for you. And please note that this is only available for select rides. They are always changing. Tip number 5 is to get an express pass. Maybe. Now, depending on the time of the year that you go, you will want to think about getting an express pass. Islands of Adventure, it has some of the most incredible, innovative rides and the lines to prove it. Just note that the prices vary depending on the day that you choose to go. So if you choose to go on a very high peak day, then you're going to spend a few $100s on top of your theme park price. Universal does offer 2 types of express pass. There is the Universal Express Pass, and this is the one where you skip the regular line one time per ride for all of the participating attractions. And then the second one is the Universal Unlimited Express Pass, which you can skip the regular lines as many times as you want for select attractions for about $100. Now, these are the baseline prices. Just remember, they change, and they change depending on the season, the day. This is where I kind of like to give my History Power tip. You can determine just how busy a day will be based on the cost of the Express Pass. So if you go online and you see that Express Pass is like up there, yeah, it's going to be quite busy that day. So if you're not going to buy the Express Pass, then you need to get there early and pack your patience. Now, some of the rides that are included with the Express Pass are the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, the Carousel Seuss ride, Dr. Doom's Fearfall, Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls, Flight of the Hippogriff, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, High in the Sky Trolley Train Ride, Hogwarts Express, Hogsmeade Station, The Incredible Hulk Roller Coaster, Jurassic Park River Adventure, Poseidon's Fury, Skull Island, Reign of Kong, and the Storm Force Accelerator. Do keep in mind that this lineup is changing all the time. So before you buy the Express Pass, please double check to see if that attraction that you truly want to get on is on that list. Currently, Velocicoaster isn't on the list for Express Pass, and neither is Hagrid's. if you are staying at certain Universal Orlando resorts on property, then your hotel room acts as your own express pass. And these hotels include the Loews Portofino Bay Hotel, the Royal Pacific Resort, and the Hard Rock Hotel. Tip number 6 is to have a game plan and to download the official Universal Orlando app. You're going to want to route your path around the park in advance, and you can do this just by looking at the Universal Orlando map on the app. This map is going to include everything that you need to check out, such as CityWalk, the Islands of Adventure map, Universal Studios map. And when you are there, you just kind of route your path in advance, write down what you want to get on, your must-do rides and attractions. The app will also let you know what the wait times are, especially if you are within 24 to 72 hours of your trip. You can kind of look at the wait times so you can see kind of what you're dealing with before you get there. You can also see the show times, the dining venue hours. You can do mobile ordering for your food on there. And it's just good to play around with the app before you get there so you can get comfortable with it. Tip number 7 is to know when the best time to visit Islands of Adventure is. Now, we all know that the holidays, ride grand openings, summertime, these can all affect how crowded the park will be. On my personal visits and throughout the years, I have noticed that the best time to visit Islands of Adventure is January, February, April, and November. Tip number 8 is to start early. Now, I know I say this on every tip article, tip guide, tip podcast, everything that you listen to or watch. And you should know that starting early is my number one key tip, because if you don't start early, your day just kind of goes down because you're going to get frustrated that you can't even get on any rides. Everything you go to, rides, restaurants, restrooms, everything has a line. But if you get there about an hour early, that gives you enough time to park, get situated, go through CityWalk, get there at the gate, walk in, head to your favorite attractions, head to the back of the park where it's no one going to be back there when you get there an hour early, and you're going to have a great day. And then it will give you time to go back to your hotel if you want to rest and come back, or just make another circle around the park to get on those rides that you may have missed.
Uncle Alp's umbrella is a triple for you. And he just might throw in his underwear.
Tip number 9 is to discover and tour the port of entry. I love this section of the park. You see, the port of entry is often overlooked. Everyone just goes through it and walks quickly to their favorite area of the park, such as the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. But I say just stop, take it in, breathe it in, and let the magic wisp you away into this highly themed area that has shops and eateries. But you're gonna wanna make sure that you pay attention to all the little notes on the walls, everything that's going on there. Pay attention to all the little detail, as it's all kind of telling the story. It's all talking to each other. Tip number 10 is to be sure to use the child swap program. You're going to want to use the child swap program if you are with kids who are maybe too small or too scared to get on the ride. This program works by allowing one member of your party to wait in a designated area along with any children who are unable or unwilling to participate. And once the rest of your group is off the ride, you can trade places and take your seat on the ride while those who rode previously stay with the children. Tip number 11 is to use mobile ordering. I love mobile ordering. It is so convenient, and when the app is cooperating at Universal, it can make such an incredible lunchtime experience. As you know, that at most theme parks, that lunchtime rush and dinner rush can be annoying. But if you have already pre-planned what you want, just go ahead and order it. Even order it about an hour in advance. Get it ready, and when you are there, just say, I'm here. You pick up your food, and that's it. My tip number 12 is to explore the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Hogsmeade. Yes. Join muggles, witches, and wizards while discovering the magic hidden in Hogsmeade. Don't forget to ride Harry Potter in the Forbidden Journey, the Hagrid roller coaster, which is awesome, and the Flight of Hippogriff. If you're a true Harry Potter fan, then you're going to want to line up to be chosen by a wand from Ollivanders, who is the maker of fine wands since 382 BC. You can relive that classic scene from the Harry Potter movie and just feel like you are truly in the wizarding world of Harry Potter Hogsmeade. Tip number 13 is to try all the Butterbeers. Oh my goodness. If you want to take on this challenge, then I gotta tell you that Butterbeer comes in a variety of ways. There's cold Butterbeer, frozen Butterbeer, hot Butterbeer, Butterbeer potted cream, Butterbeer fudge, Butterbeer soft serve ice cream. Yes, all that to choose from. So you're gonna like one of those. My top one for the summertime, I go with the ice cream. And for the cooler months, I go with the hot. So those are my top favorites. Where to find Butterbeer in Islands of Adventure? You can find Butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks, the Hogshead Pub, Honeydukes, and the Butterbeer Street Cart that you can find outside in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Tip number 14 is to ride the Hogwarts Express from Hogsmeade to Diagon Alley. This is the best way of taking the footsteps of that famous wizard Harry Potter and all his friends. And plus the Hogwarts Express is just incredible. It's just a magnificent ride attraction that even if you aren't a Harry Potter fan, you're gonna enjoy it. It has a cool storyline to it. It's cool, you take a break. You do feel like you're going on a train ride. It's a great way to transport yourself, you and your family, from Islands of Adventure to Universal Studios. Remember that a park-to-park ticket is required, so you must have a 2-park ticket to visit both Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios. Tip number 15 is to have the perfect packing list for Islands of Adventure. You're going to want to have comfortable shoes, a small bag so that you don't have to worry about if it's going to fit in the lockers, breathable clothing because this Florida sun is crazy, sun protection, a small umbrella to block out rain and the sun rays, water, hand sanitizer, some sunglasses, a water mist spray if you can fit it, and a poncho just in case it rains, which you can get a pack of them from Dollar Tree. Tip number 16 is to bring a fanny pack. Now, I know, that might not be the cool thing, but I think it's coming back, and I'm so happy it's coming back because I love my fanny packs. They are so convenient. Tip number 7 is to make a list of your must-do attractions. You're going to want to know what you absolutely must do. That way you don't leave feeling too disappointed, or you can feel like you had an accomplished day. Some of my must-do attractions are number 1, Velocicoaster. Absolutely. Number 2, Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure. Then I recommend experiencing the amazing adventure of Spider-Man. Then taking a dive on Dr. Doom's Fearfall if you're brave. I also recommend doing the Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey ride, or if you're not into that, just at least walking through the castle just to see how incredible it is, and team members will allow you to do that. I recommend going on the Reign of Kong ride, eating at the Three Broomsticks or Mythos, and going on an adventure inside Poseidon's Fury. Tip number 18 is to take advantage of the single rider line. Yes, we are solo travelers and we want to use this line because it is, a solo traveler benefit. It will also cut your wait time for the line in half. And the current single rider lines at Islands of Adventure include The Amazing Adventure of Spider-Man, Dr. Doom's Fearfall, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, Skull Island, Reign of Kong, Hulk, Hagrid's, the Jurassic Park Water Adventure, sometimes Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls, and sometimes the Velocicoaster already, depending on the day. Tip number 19 is to use the lockers. Now, the lockers are usually next to attractions that require you to store your loose items and are free for a certain period of time. That period of time will depend on the wait time of the attraction. And if you go beyond that time frame for holding your items, you will be required to pay a small fee. On the new locker systems, all you have to do is scan your ticket up against the barcode and it will open up a locker for you. Tip number 20 is to have fun. Of course, you are at Islands of Adventure, and it is one of the best theme parks in the world. Truly, guys, it is. You will have such a fantastic time if you plan the right way and if you follow all of these tips. And until next time, happy park hopping hipsters.
She'll come to you. When she's comfortable, she'll come to you. Yeah, there we go. Boy.